Fantasy football. It's something that unites most football fans, even when our individual teams divide us. If you've played fantasy football before, it was probably in something called a redraft league. You and 9 of your closest friends get together right before the start of the season and go through about 15 rounds, selecting from all the active players in the NFL. Then, at the end of the season, a champion is crowned and everybody waits until the next season to do it all over again. With Dynasty Leagues though, it's different. Really different. In Dynasty, your team is your team forever, unless you decide to drop players or trade them. Your roster carries over, which makes it really important to invest in players that are gonna be good for a long time. It's why guys like Bijan Robinson might be more valuable than somebody like Derrick Henry. Even though Derrick Henry outscores him on a points per game basis, Bijan is young and he's gonna be good for a long time. Then there's the draft. Every player gets about 4 rounds of picks, and the number at which you select is determined by your performance the previous year, just like in the real NFL draft. You get to pick real rookies who are coming into the NFL, which means you have to be aware of those players and where they're getting selected. Now, the reason I say it was a mistake to join a Dynasty League is because it has literally taken over all of my spare free time. Now, I inherited my team after another guy was kicked out from this league, and so I didn't have any input on how it was drafted originally. I jumped in with no experience, no knowledge, and it has honestly been a very humbling experience. I looked at the team originally, and the guys in the league convinced me that it wasn't all that bad. Maybe I could even contend for a playoff spot. But just listen to my original starting lineup. Justin Herbert, Gardner Minshew, Zach Moss, DeAndre Swift, Terry McLaurin, Stephon Diggs, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Travis Kelce, and Gabriel Davis. Now, if you don't see why this is an issue, allow me to explain. Mid, old, mid. So I decided to use this as a learning opportunity. I tore it down and traded a lot of the best players, and now I have a lot of picks. But now that also means I have to grind tape on every draftable running back, wide receiver, tight end, and quarterback. So despite the season being over, I'm going deeper than ever into these draft classes, trying to figure out who's going to be a valuable fantasy asset 3 years from now. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive 3 years from now. So I say all of this to come to this point. Don't join a Dynasty League unless you're ready to spend every morning checking your phone for trade offers or updates on your players, or getting up every day to spend time grinding all 22 trying to figure out who's going to be a good player when they get into the league. But if you do, just know that it is one of the most fun things that a football fan can do, and it really helps you get invested in these players' individual performances as well as your own team. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. I appreciate you for watching this video. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at SecondReadFB. As always, your support is greatly appreciated, and I will see you in the next one.
Down the middle, on the fly, touchdown!